start with an opening statement from Coach.
It's a really good football team. It's definitely, I don't like to lose, especially, I mean, we didn't just lose, we got destroyed tonight, physically overwhelmed. They were a very well-coached football team. Anytime that you rush for 298 yards I think we had net 0, and we were 2 of 12 on third downs. They were 6 of 14. They were 5 for 5. We didn't get in the red zone. We got to go back to the drawing board and figure out which direction we're going.
Questions?
Just, what was going on offense? Was there anything in particular you saw that led to, not being able to produce that much?
No, just sometimes it was poor scheme. Sometimes it was just winning one-on-one matchups.
Mm-hmm. Late in the game, though, managed to get some good plays in the passing game. Was there, something you were seeing out there in their coverages, or?
But they had their backups in.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Andre, first career start, and you ended up having a pretty good game out there. How was your first career start?
I mean, I would have liked to see us play a lot better, and I obviously didn't do my job. I didn't lead the team well enough. We got manhandled out there on offensively, and a lot of it's my fault, keeping the energy up, keeping everybody up, and so I'm going to do a lot better my next year.
And then on those 2 big touchdown plays, you want to just run through those with me a little bit? Is it, were you planning on taking shots there, or did that?
Can I jump in just real quick, because I don't want to be overwhelmingly negative. Like Andre, for his very first start, I thought he handled himself really well. He was trying, hear him in the huddle was really awesome, and he kept competing. I'm glad he didn't get hurt, but I'm glad he got hit like he did at the end. That's going to help him moving forward. But there were some balls out there that should have been caught. There's some routes that weren't ran that would have been touchdowns that he threw it exactly where it needed to be. So he does have to get better, like we all do. But I thought for his first start, I'm extremely pleased with his progression to this point.
And then just on those 2 plays, were you planning on taking a shot? Did you see something?
Yes.
Just tell me a little bit about it.
Darius and Dantes, they were really playing up and pressing us, and so we just said go win. And no one could cover our guys. Mm-hmm. We get enough time to get the ball out. No one could cover Darius and Dantes, and they just went out and made plays.
And then talk about your game a little bit, Darius. You ended up really well. 3 receptions for 95 yards and a touchdown. Talk about your game a little bit.
I played okay. I still could get better from a lot of things, like identify coverage and things like that. But it was okay. I would like better get the win.
Mm-hmm. Had your best game as far as tackles go. Talk about that a little bit.
We played a lot of plays. We couldn't get them off the field on third down. The defense prides itself on stopping the run, which we didn't do, over 6 yards or about 6 yards a carry. Pride ourselves on getting turnovers, which we didn't do. Pride ourselves on getting off the field on third down, which we didn't do. So we have a lot of stuff that we need to figure out on defense. We have a good team. We have a good defensive line. If we get them in long yardage, we can get some sacks, but we got to get them to long yardage, and we got to play defense. We got to play good defense from there.
Coach, for you and Nick, I guess, as far as a field position standpoint goes, special teams did a pretty okay job out there tonight.
Yeah, Nick Madonia punted the ball he flipped the field almost. I don't know, I got to watch the tape. It seemed like he was flipping the field every time, which was huge.
And I believe you had your career longest punt out there tonight. Talk about that a little bit.
Obviously we don't want to punt as much as we did this game, but my job out there is to put the offense of the other team in the worst spot they could. That's my goal.
I guess just overall, do you have anything in particular you want to focus on this week going forward, or just?
We don't have to change anything. We're not going to come here and say, from now on, we're going to start doing this differently. We have a great process, and we have standards that have been set and have been taught by our leadership on our team. We just, for some reason, it wasn't working tonight. So we don't have to have this yelling match or anything. We just have to come together tomorrow, let our bodies heal, let our minds cool off, watch the tape, and get better. There's no magic formula that we don't have to change. We just have to keep working to get better, and this team will. This team is very, very resilient, and they're hurt right now, and I'm hurt right now. So we're going to get away from each other for a couple hours and get back tomorrow night and figure out which, not direction we're going. We know which direction we're going, but just how to get our momentum back moving forward for Kennesaw State.